Methods for increasing the bearing capacity of soil. This is very important. These questions many times in the video question paper they already asked this question for 6 to 8 marks. So various the methods which is to increase how it can be increased by bearing of capacity of soil when the soil capacity is very less or low. The first method is increase in the depth of foundation. In that such type of method, the granular soil bearing capacity increases with the depth of foundations due to a confining weight of overlaying material. This method is however not economical because the cost of the construction increases with the depth, and the load on the foundation also increases with increase in the depth. This method is adopted only when more depth of foundations can be justified by the type and nature structures to be supported over the soil. Second one is compacting soil. In this method, the width of the foundation is increases about 450 mm or so, and the layer of 300 mm to 450 mm. Rubble is placed over the bottom of the foundation. This layer is rubble is well rammed, and if it is buried completely, then another layer of depth is about 150 to 250 mm is laid, and it is well rammed. At the end of this process, if the bearing capacity of the soil is tested, it is found to be have increased considerably. This value is used to designing the foundations. The compaction of soil can also be achieved by various other means like the flooding the soil. The bearing capacity is very chosen. Loose sand can be increased effectively by flooding the soil. Ramming the moist soil, the soil is made wet and it then compacted with the help of the hand mechanical rammers or vibratory rollers. The void of the soil are reduced considerably, and it results in the improvement of the bearing capacity of soil. Vibration, if a layer granular soil to the depth of 1 meter to 3 meter is compared with the help of vibratory rollers, then it is considerably increased in the safe bearing capacity of the soil. The chances of settlements are minimized. The vibrofluorescence, this is the commercial method, and it is combines that effects of vibrations with the jetting, what we call that. It is very useful especially when it is the foundation is required to support heavy loads spread over a greater area. The process is called as follows. A heavy cylinder known as a vibrofloat is inserted into the ground while the cylinder vibrates due to the rotatory actions. A large amount of water is under pressure is supplied from the water jet provided on the tip of the vibrofloat. As the vibrofloat sinks, the clean sand is added in the crater which is formed on the surfaces. The procedure is repeated or cover a designed area for the foundations. Third one is the drainage of soil. The presence of water decreases the bearing capacity of soil. Suitable drainage should be provided in the foundation trench to drain off the excess of water. If the spring is met with, if water find its way through the cracks on the surfaces of the rock, the pipes are provided, and thereby the uplift pressure is decreases. The pipe are then sealed at the top. Sheet piles. The movement of soil under the action of load can be prevented by conforming the ground by use of sheet piles. This will result in the increase in the bearing capacity of soil. The next one is sand piles. The construction of sand piles proves to be very useful in the case of sandy soil or the soft soil. 6. Grouting. The boreholes is sufficient numbers are driven in the ground. The cement grout is then forced under the pressure through these boreholes. The cracks on the surface of rocks are thus filled up, resulting in the increase in the bearing power of soil. Chemical treatment. In the treatment, certain chemicals which the solidify and the gain in strength are used in place of cement paste. grout is solidify the soil, but this process is very costly, is adopted only a case of important bridges. The eighth one is stone columns. Stone columns are invariably used in the weak soil having a very poor bearing capacity. It is normally used to soft inorganic soils. Pieces of stones are well compacted in the pre-bored holes to form the stone columns, which are by reinforcement confines the soil and they improves the bearing capacity. The ninth one is use of geosynthetics. This is a new techniques nowadays which is used, the reinforcing materials which improve the ground conditions. The bearing capacity of such soil improved by 300% by the using of geosynthetics. The various types of geosynthetics are used like geotextile, geogrids, geocells, geodrains, etc. The above material which are reinforced in the weak soil enhance the or to improve the its shearing resistance. Nowadays geogrids are more employed for drainage out the water from the trenches because of the its a porous nature. And finally compaction by deep blasting in the case of the borehole in the dug for the depth of 3/4 or 2/3 the total depth. Suitable explosive is placed at the bottom of the hole and charge is carried out by codex or the connected to the electricity denoter. When the explosive is denoted in the certain cavity, the cavity is expansion procedure shock waves which defies the soil. Normally 15 to 45 mm explosive are used to definication of the soils in this process.